Hi everyone, it's me, Bekka from Aerosoft. I'm here today with Lukasz from Nano Games,
Hi,
and we
how
are
are
in
you?
our part two, following to our part one that we've uploaded. And today I have Lukasz here because we want to address a couple of major changes happening to Off-Road Truck Simulator, the Heavy Duty Challenge. And Lukasz, for the beginning, for those of the viewers who don't know about Off-Road Truck Simulator, could you give us a little introduction?
Sure, of course. So, Offroad Truck Simulator Heavy Duty Challenge is a game in which you go on a sort of off-road adventure with different types of trucks, which are all licensed trucks, by the way, and where you drive in off-road to complete interesting cargo assignments, where you take part in sports championships, and where you go on off-road trips to just drive in off-road for fun. So it's like a mixture of different kind of game modes in which you use off-road tracks to have some fun in interesting terrain. It goes from like very relaxing missions to something a little more intense. And some of the people may know the game already from the sports mode, which was the first one we introduced, but now we are getting more gameplay, more tracks, more different environments. So the game is getting way bigger.
Oh, cool, thank you. Yeah, as you already mentioned, new vehicles, a new map, and also a new game mode called Cargo Mode, right? So maybe
Sure. Yeah.
you can explain us a bit what has changed in general regarding the gameplay.
Yeah, of course. So I'm right now in the game. Please bear with us. Like some changes will still be made. We are recording this before the release of the update, so there are some things that will change a little in what you see. But uh, I can already explain the game modes to you. So
Perfect.
if you've played the game before, you know the tutorial and you know track trial levels, so the
Yeah.
sports mode basically. But except from that, now the game also has cargo. A cargo mode is all about off-road logistics. You will drive in open environments, pick up cargo in some locations to bring them to other, and you will always have some unique cargo to bring to the locations. So it's also kind of a more relaxing experience. The game elsewhere is kind of intense. The off-road is hard. It's challenging. The challenge is there in the name.
Hmm.
In the cargo mode, you can take it easy. You can take the road, although the roads are a little worn out. You can just have some fun and visit the interesting locations. And we also introduced off-road trips, which is our free roam mode. So this one has, well, basically no rules like the other modes. So in track trial, you will get points, you go on leaderboards, you have to be very careful not to get penalty points and so on. In the cargo mode, you have assignments, you have missions, so you will have to go from one place to another, and only
Hmm.
that way you will finish the job. But in
Oh,
off-road
cool.
trips, you just go on a free ride. There are some prompts for you to lead you to interesting locations on the map, but you don't have to follow them because you don't get any points for doing that or skipping that. You can just check out interesting tracks.
Yeah, Lukasz, also, as we mentioned in the beginning, topic new vehicles. And you also said there are licensed
Yeah,
ones, right?
yeah,
Maybe
of
we
course.
can have a look at that.
Yeah, let's take a look at the new ones, right? So here we are in the well, sort of career menu and track selection for the cargo mode, and you can see three new tracks in the game.
Hmm.
Well, the biggest change, I think, is the Unimog U1550L.
Hmm.
This is a track that was never shown in the game before. In in the track trial, it was not available. It's like an all-purpose vehicle that is used all over the world for diverse jobs and so on. So we really wanted it for the cargo mode because it's a great truck, and we know that a lot of people are fans of the Unimog. So here it is. And there are two other trucks that fans of the truck trial will recognize, I think. There is the MAN and the Mercedes-Benz truck, which both have been introduced in the game in sports versions by BFS Truck Sport Team and Team Reicher for Mercedes-Benz. And here we have their, well, we joke it's the civilian versions, not like the military grade sports versions, but they can be used in the cargo mode to transport heavy duty cargo to different locations. There is a third truck being introduced to the game, or I should say third vehicle. It's the Hammer. The Hammer, of course, it's not like a logistics kind of vehicle. So it will be available to drive in off-road trips, to just check how it is to drive a great vehicle like that, but not in the cargo modes that I'm showing right now, because
the off-road trips
just not it's not large enough to carry the cargo that we have in the game right now. So
makes sense. Yeah.
Here we are. Yeah.
And the Mercedes is also in the new keyart, right? So.
Well, yeah, you will see some changes to the game. You will see some visual changes, changes to the key art or to the logos and so on. We decided that this update is so large and basically gives you completely new way of playing the game that we wanted also to show that to people
display
in all the,
that on social media.
Yeah, exactly. So so that you feel that it's like a step forward for us, and it definitely is, because the game is so big now.
Yeah, cool, nice, awesome. Would you mind showing us some of the game modes?
Yeah, I think
or a mission or something.
We should play the cargo mode.
Yeah. How is it with the missions, by the way?
Right. So, well, you already have seen the trucks. So they are different size trucks. So the Unimog, I said it's an all-purpose vehicle, but it won't be able to carry the largest cargo. For that, you will need the 4-axle trucks. But I am
Mercedes then
now using. Yeah, I am now using the Unimog because it's the brand new truck, and I want to show off the inside, the outside, and all the details. But you know, in the game you will be able to select different missions. Just some of them will require you to unlock the bigger truck, and then you can complete them.
Makes sense,
so yeah, and you will have also new spaces to explore in the game for this mode. So the missions will use the new locations to give you kind of a story behind what you're doing. You will transport stuff for a construction site. You will work for the train station or a mine or a festival in the desert. You will work at a farm. You will work for a tourist company that organizes off-road trips. It's like a whole bunch of different kinds of missions that you will receive during your career as a logistics expert in off-road and in difficult environments. So there's a whole bunch of different missions. Yeah,
sounds great.
Course,
sounds like you have a good amount of options.
Oh, thank you.
Does sound like it's not getting boring.
Well, we are also beginning with 2 environments, but we definitely want to keep adding. The game in general has more because you know, in the sports game mode we also have like an environment in Austria, environment in France, environment in Iceland, and when it comes to the cargo missions, you will be able to drive in Utah, in the States. It's a completely new terrain, a completely new environment, and you will be able to drive in Poland, where I come from, and that environment was already available in the sports missions before, but now it's introduced to cargo and to off-road trips also.
Yeah, perfect.
Right. So right now, I think it's time to show you the game, the new game mode, the new environment, and the new track. So like a full package. You can see that when you begin the level, you right away get a job. We jump right into it. But if you wanted to change it, you can go to what we call your team camp, where you can select a different mission and just go to another place. But I would like to show you the first mission in the game. It's kind of a nice, quiet, easy start where you can learn the basics of what you're supposed to do. So what you see now is the interior of your truck. This is the Unimog 1550. You can see that, as with the previous tracks, we really recreated it with a lot of detail. You can see the whole dashboard with some details. You can see that the mirrors work. You will see that the wheel turns, of course. Well, this is like basic stuff, but we wanted the tracks to look really cool. You are also now seeing the track from the outside, and this looks a little different than the sports track before. So you can see that the track is sort of empty. It doesn't even have a bed in the back, no like platform, no flatbed, nothing like that. We wanted people to have a look at a bit of the detail of the whole machinery underneath, because we are also proud of the suspension, of all like the interactive moving parts of the track. So the Unimog has it too, but of course all the tracks that we have in the game have it. And let me show you how you complete a mission.
Yeah.
So
Lukasz, quickly. So this
Sure.
new Utah environment is only available in the cargo mode, right? Did I get that right?
Actually, it's available in 3 different game modes. So
okay.
there is a cargo version of the level where, as you can see, we are in your home base, the place where you always begin and finish your missions, and you will have a lot of different locations. There's a whole worn out road system in this level, but a Utah environment is also available for off-road trips, the other new game mode. And there it's like wilder. You explore a canyon, but it's like full off-road.
Okay.
You only find some desolate locations, forgotten and empty, but you can have the feeling of freedom of driving in an off-road environment. And in the sports mode, you also have a Utah environment where you have gates and you get points for completing checkpoints, and where you earn points and can compete on leaderboards. So this is something we really wanted people to have to play in this new environment in all game modes that we have introduced.
So you could technically take the Hummer and go into off-road and drive in Utah, right?
Yeah, you can take the Hummer and drive in Utah too. Well, it's an American truck, and you have to drive in an American level, you know?
Yeah, perfect. Just that I got it right. Cool. I can imagine the videos. Oh, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So now you can see I already began the mission. So what I'm doing is I had to go to the montage place, take the bed, the flatbed to be able to even carry the cargo later in the game. So now I can leave the base and go pick up the cargo. And here I think you are also able to see the environment quite well. The Utah desert, I am now entering the canyon. And as you can see, well, it's not 100% off-road, because there's like a road here that you can follow, but it's like a destroyed road, mostly forgotten. So heavy-duty trucks are really necessary to explore this environment, to deal with the terrain, and sometimes to complete your assignments, you will have to go off-road completely, just go between the rocks, and explore the desert a little to find all the places that we've hidden here and the places where you deliver cargo. So, we're really happy that, well, we feel we managed to get the atmosphere of the Utah desert in and introduce it into the game. So far we've only been traveling around Europe, so to speak, from Poland to Austria to France to Iceland, and finally we discovered America with this trip to Utah. And I hope, of course, people will enjoy that we are trying to explore new environments, and they will have some fun with something completely different.
How would you rate the difficulty when it comes to the different game modes?
Right, yeah, it differs, I have to say. So, we have been hearing people say that the sports mode is quite intense. It's challenging. It begins with a mild challenge, but it gets pretty intense later in the game. So we decided that perhaps some people will want a more relaxing experience. If they want to take it easy, they'll just want to transport some cargo, have a nice ride in the off-road. And as you can see, this game mode that I'm playing right now is kind of more chill. I just picked up the cargo. It's not always super easy. The mission I'm doing now is the first mission, so it's a one that you get familiar with the mechanics, the rules of carrying the cargo, and so on. But
so it's more simulation heavy instead of competitive heavy now, or like both, but you can have your simulation experience.
Well, you still have the same rules for operating your vehicles. You still have all the off-road options, but I would say you can relax a little in this game mode, except from like some locations in the environment. If you go on the broken bridge, or you take a detour through the off-road, it can get harder. If you want, you can take the road and really just enjoy the view, basically. And somewhere in between, I would say you have the off-road trips, because the off-road trips don't have the intense rules of the sport, and they don't really have assignments for you in the sense of the cargo mode. But the terrain is kind of hard sometimes. You drive in actual off-road in the wilderness, and if you're not careful, you can get stuck. You will then have trouble getting to your selected destination.
So if you get stuck, how can you can use those differential locks then, right?
Yes.
If you get stuck, probably you need them on the bridge or in the wild mode, right? In the free ride.
Yeah, of course you do. The game features 4 modes for operating the truck. So let me perhaps show them off.
Maybe we need that.
So right now, on the right you can see on the HUD, you can see that I turned off any off-road modes. I'm now in the road mode. So this means that in the off-road I could, where it gets slippery or my wheels lose traction, I could get stuck and have some trouble. When I enter the all-wheel drive, this means that there's some power going to all the wheels. It's still, when it's very slippery, I can get in trouble, but all-wheel drive will help. Then you have you have the differential lock for the rear, which means the wheels in the rear will turn at the same speed, and you can have the full differential lock, and full differential lock means that all the wheels turn at the same speed, and it means that if you lose control of your vehicle, then you can regain it by locking the differential, and your wheels will get better traction. Right, so it's more or
Perfect.
less like that.
Yeah.
Right, so now I delivered the cargo.
Mm-hmm.
The wheel tires have been delivered to the destination.
Okay,
Or
Lukasz. So basically there will be 15 new missions for the beginning, right?
yeah, there will be 15 missions, 9 missions in the desert, and 6 more missions in the Polish forest. And they are all different. There's like different cargo to deliver. There's different places to visit, different stories behind what you're doing. You help at, as I said before, at the construction site, at the farm, at the tourist agency, and so on. So, by the way, at the tourist agency, this means you actually have to transport vehicles for off-road trips. So it's not some small trips where you take people on a nice ride, but it's like more hardcore driving in difficult terrain to bring some cargo to some vehicles to a difficult to reach destination.
Okay,
So
and if you've done your job, it's still like that you have your damage, and that you get like credits and can repair that, right? Like
yes,
the less damage you take, the better.
the less damage you take, the better. Now we're done. So you can see that I finished the mission. I go to the base, and I can select a new mission. And I kind of wanted to show off the environment a little more.
Yeah, maybe some locations or
Yeah,
that we
exactly.
can discover.
There's this cool bridge that is a bit of a challenge, so maybe we can go we
Yes.
can go there, and I'll show you what kind of more difficult challenges, obstacles people can encounter, even in the cargo mode, right? Because this is still cargo mode. You will still get jobs to complete, but maybe now we can drive around a little bit and see some of the interesting locations and so on.
And by the way, do we have force feedback for steering wheels?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I
Awesome.
think you can see that. I'm right now playing on a Logitech
Yeah.
920 G923. Like we support it fully. I play with pedals and gear shifter, and I have force feedback here. And this is an upgraded experience, really. I think for the game. Well, we've talked about it before. I generally enjoy playing games with the gamepad, but I wanted to play here on the wheel controller, 'cause for this driving game, this is like the greatest experience you can
Yeah.
get. It's just grabbing your wheel, just
Yeah.
playing. Well, a little closer to the experience of driving an actual
Yes.
vehicle.
You can immerse.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's more immersive. The force feedback in the off-road is something that we really wanted to add to the experience, and here it is.
Yeah. I
Mm,
also think it's really important for any truck, car games, simulations in general. So,
yeah,
by the way,
I
Lukasz,
think so. Yeah.
is like the Steam version and the console versions getting released together, or is there like a delay? Do you
Yes.
know that already?
Yeah, we are releasing them together.
Mm.
The game is available on PC on Steam, but it is also available on PS5 and Xbox Series XS.
Mm.
So people who prefer to play on a big screen in the living room, they can do that on the console. And we will be introducing the update to the consoles as well. So
Mhm. Cool.
I hope console players will appreciate the game too, and I think you can have fun on any console or platform you enjoy.
It looks
Uh,
really realistic because your camera is shaking and you're like driving with your
yeah,
wheel. So much going on in the
yeah.
camera. Like, don't
I
destroy your
think
desk.
yeah, I think I kind of even in the cargo mode that is supposed to get you
Yeah.
a more relaxed experience, I kind of get intense when I have to do something, and like the huge truck when you have to turn it around and
Mm-hmm.
you have to navigate the space. The way I'm playing now is kind of to show you the how everything works in the truck from the outside kind of helps, but I also like I just changed the camera. I also like to play from like the middle front of the track because it's also kind of immersive when you
Mm-hmm.
just have the terrain or the road in front of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I get intense, I kind of change the gears with a lot of intensity,
It
and
looks like you're really sitting in the truck right now. This
you
is
know, I
could be.
I'm not counting out the possibility that my lamp will fall on the camera because I can see it shaking right now. So,
Perfect. Nice.
yeah, and the, this is also the fun part of the game when you kind of get immersed, get really into the game world.
Yep.
And even though we are having a chat now, I kind of feel like a driver with a co-driver
Yeah.
or passenger
You're
that
just
we're just chatting about how it is to drive in off-road in Utah.
yes. But I would be like the worst co-driver because I always like imaginary also press the brakes and scream.
Oh, right, I get it.
It's like horrible. Oh, carefully, like 50 meters away, obstacle.
As you can see, I decided to go on the difficult bridge, and everything's shaking because
Yes. My
this was
camera
a
should also
mistake.
shake.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, this was tough. This is tough, and maybe this was a mistake. But you can see if you're looking for a challenge, you will find it in the cargo mode too. And I really enjoy this bridge. It's a little dangerous. It is possible to fall down into the canyon, but I will try to. Oh man, the first speaker. I will try to get to the other side safely. And well, fortunately, I'm driving the huge four-axle truck, so I think that well, and I got stuck in the end. But I think I will manage to kind of get to the other side in the end. So here we are. Yeah.
yeah, cool.
Uh,
And Lukasz, by the way, as we're
yes.
seeing the Utah, I'd love to know
Yes.
like what would you say? What is a key factor when you like design a realistic 3D environment for the immersion and everything?
Well, for us, we really wanted to get a realistic feeling, great terrain, great well, we're in the canyon, great rocks, great sand, and well, the kind of difficult part was to get good photo and video materials to put it all together, and we traveled a lot actually.
Mm-hmm.
We've been to Austria, France. Well, we are in Poland, a lot of us at least, and but we went to Iceland, and to get some extra materials, we went to Sardinia, We haven't been to Utah, but having all the experience from other travels, we were able to use everything, all the material we gathered to rework it into a really great environment, I think. So I think the hard part was to get the realistic feeling of the terrain and to get the feeling right, I would say. And I think we did a pretty good job, and you can see it on your screen. This is fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
totally
get it.
forgot to mention, by the way, about the release.
Yes,
I'm gonna put the
exactly.
links below.
We're releasing soon, and we're really happy you'll be able to play the big upgrade so soon, because we felt that maybe the game was missing some extra experience. We know that a lot of players who have tried it before have already finished the track trial, have tried different tracks, have gotten high on the leaderboards, and they are kind of satisfied with their performance there. And now we hope they will be able to enjoy some more of the game in the form of the cargo missions and the off-road trips.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. And also thank you to Lukasz for introducing us and showing us all the inside information. And
Yeah, thank you for having me.
awesome. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.
See you. Bye.